Hello everybody, this is Brave Sir Robin coming to you from Parts Unknown. As you can notice, I'm sitting in my kitchen today. The reason for that, I needed a good table in front of me. It's because I'm going to do something now that I've been promising for a long time now. Here we have the Legends of Wrestling card game from Filsinger Games. You might remember a long time ago now, I did an unboxing where I bought the Shikara set, and since then I've gone on to buy several more cards. As you can tell, this is the regular Legend set because there's no Shikara sticker on there. So what I figured I would do this time, I'd show off some of the different cards I got. I'm not going to go through them all. It's not a complete set, but I don't really feel like going through every single card, showing them all off. And I'm going to do a demonstration of the game, because a lot of people have asked me for that. So it's a quick little follow-up for that, and I'll also give my thoughts on the game as well. So let's take a look and see what I got here. So here we go. There's almost the entirety of my collection there. You can see there's a few different sets that I got. A nice little pile here. And also here, one time when I ordered a set, I got a PDF file sent to me and I printed it off. So here's my nice handy rule book. It looks really nice now, and I put it in a binder. Some different handouts that I was given, like instructions, the Ring of Honor promo, stuff like different expansions and other instructions, Legends Hardcore, Legends 11, a program, Legends 10, Bushwhackers, that's cute. Another flyer. Of course, then there's also the handy charts. You're going to use these a lot during the game, actually. Sometimes they tell you to do various stuff, like out of the ring, like that one is there, into the ropes, like this one is here. I'll show that off in a minute. So there's different sets here. There's regular Legends, that's the typical ones, as you can see here with the Iron Sheik. I've got quite a few of them. I don't have them all, but I'm getting there. I'm getting them as I can afford to and as budget allows. Here we have some various limited editions, as I put on. It's really cool. Andre the Giant on top here. Really, he's pretty cool. There's Buff Bagwell, Dr. Cube, Brutus Beefcake. You can buy them separately on the site too, instead of buying like in the full expansion. I pointed this guy out before. That's the Star Warrior. He's from the Champions of the Galaxy set, which is basically how this game even started out. I don't have any of them. Sometimes when I order a set, I would get a free one thrown in, which is pretty cool. I was always impressed when that would happen. And it'd usually be like one of these. Like there's the Star Warrior. I've actually got some duplicates too, but I don't have them here. There's Sir. I don't know anything about these guys, but I'd check it out. After I'm done wrestling, I probably would continue on to this. But next is Skiver. Look at this guy, he's a bug. Mantis. Kind of expect that from Shikara. I've got Shikara. I think there's some comics and stuff you can get with this, or at least some rule books that'll give you the backstories on those guys. I don't have anything like that yet. I just put them separately here now too. Here's two midgets. There's Skylolo and the Little Beaver. You can buy a midget set separately. It's only these two cards. It actually comes with a conversion chart, so you can use the midgets against regular people, but I've never tried that yet. But it's pretty cool that there is some midgets. There's the Ring of Honor set here. Here's Kevin Steen there on top. He's all bloody in that. And there's Jay Lethal, Homicide, Nigel McGuinness, which I got an expansion there, Tommaso Ciampa, some various ones like that. Under it all here, I've actually got a Rhino card that, as you can see, I got autographed. I actually met Rhino at a show that earlier this summer, and I brought my card with him, and I got him to sign it, so that's pretty cool. I'm really glad to have that. I put him in plastic. I'm considering him a retired card now because I'm not going to take him out of there, and it's just kind of, I haven't tried playing with him since, just because, I got it autographed. That's a good keepsake. I'm going to hold on to that now. There's the NWA Hollywood set. Now known as Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. I got this right on launch, so I got it when it was still labeled NWA Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. So that's kind of cool. So there's Adam Pearce, Nick Madrid, Johnny Yuma, the Hobo, some other guy. Also, right from their site, I got David Marquez, too, right from the NWA Hollywood site. He was a limited edition. He's actually, the plastic I got Rhino in actually contained David Marquez when I got it in the mail, but I just, I put Rhino in there because now he's my keepsake. There's the Shikara set. You're quite familiar with that. I've showed it off before. There's like Quackenbush and Jigsaw. There's the Colt Cabana that I got right from Colt Cabana's site. There was a limited edition 6-pack, where I got the Mysterious Handsome Stranger and Archibald Peck, Larry Sweeney, Johnny Saint. So there's a few expansions. But a lot of those guys you've seen. Now here's the Shimmer set. I was actually really surprised when they came up with a Shimmer set. But I love Shimmer, so I was really glad. There's Nicole Matthews, half the Canadian Ninjas, Lufisto, Mischief, Cheerleader Melissa, Saraya Knight, few others like that. So that's pretty cool. So there's the various cards I got, various sets that I got. As I mentioned, not a complete collection, but it looks pretty good. It's a respectable collection. But like I said, I don't own everything yet. Stuff's still coming out. Eventually I'll try to get as much as I can, but I'm enjoying the game as it is now. So now let's take a look and I'll show you how it's played, because I know a lot of you have been wondering that, and I've actually seen people complain about me not doing demos of games that I've showed. So let's check it out. So now let's see what an actual game looks like here. As you can see here, I got some poker chips and stuff. I just bought them at the dollar store for dirt cheap. You can use them. I'm going to play under the advanced rules, so that they're pretty handy to have. You can use anything though. It doesn't need to be poker chips. It can be like pennies or whatever else. And there's dice. What gamer doesn't have any dice? Like obviously you need that as well. So let's take a look here. Here's the two guys I'm using. The boss himself, Andre the Giant, because he's really cool. And fucking bullshit! Here's the Iron Sheik. He's gonna fuck you up the ass and make you humble and put you in the camel clutch. Maybe not in that order either. So the way it works is, when you're playing the game, you turn your cards around, and you can see all these various stats and numbers and stuff. They all mean various things. You know, there's also some nice little facts there. There's Andre's height and weight, and he's from France and all that. Also, like a thing there to show off where the expansion that they're from. Sheik doesn't have one because he's from the first expansion. So, but Andre the Giant, he's a limited edition, as you can tell. So usually you would dice off, but let's say Andre goes first, just because that's how I feel like doing things. So what you would do first, you see this part of the game here, level 1 offense. That's where you start. You roll a dice and you see what happens here. So let's roll my dice. Landed over there. I got a 5. So that gives me butt bump 2, which also has a thing there. See choice B written on there. I'm going to ignore that for now, but that's a chart, because you can actually make a choice. But let's just say Andre's going to do the butt bump to the Iron Sheik. So now here's what Iron Sheik does. He goes to level 2 defense, because where Andre had the 2 at the end of the move. You roll the dice again. Got a 6. Oh, that's a counter, so that's cool. He countered the move. So now I think Iron Sheik takes over on level 1 offense now. But normally, like you can see, there's like hurt 2. Like let's just say, for the sake of this, I got the 3. And then we'll say he's hurt 2. So then Andre would move on to, you know, level 2 offense and so on from there. Let's see. So that was what Sheik does on defense. Well, let's let Sheik have his move. Give him his moment. Andre's really hard to beat in this game, you know. Hip toss 1, blah blah. I could see I'm really hip tossing Andre the Giant. As you can see, he's got a lot of counters. Also, you know, you're not going to do much to Andre. So there we go. So let's show off some of the other stuff here. You can see on Andre 1, let's just say Andre countered, and he rolled a 3 on level 2 offense, and he got into the ropes, just because I got that handy here. So I would pull out the into the ropes chart, and I would also look into the corner here. There's you can see Andre's got a ropes rating of C. It says opponent must have a -3 power rating or better to even do the move, which Sheik doesn't have. For the sake of it, we're going to say he does. And then what you do here is you roll 2 dice. Let's roll them here. So 6, 7. Andre's ropes rating is C. So you go to here, to this chart, rating C. 7, go all the way over and you read what it says. You come off the ropes with and the opponent sends you flying with a back body drop and he's stunned, and the Sheik rolls on level 2 offense. So yeah, enough of that. So it just keeps going from there. There's some different stuff there, like there's some tag team moves here. You can see here, like hurt 2. I think in a tag team match I've actually got Nikolai Volkov. So I could do that as a match if I wanted to. He can go for a hot tag at this point. And there's some other stuff there. You can see Camel Clutch. That's his finisher. Anytime he rolls that means he's automatically got a finish here. I'm going to show you how a pin works for that matter now. What you can do, this is how you end the match. You can do, we'll say that Andre is going to attempt a big splash +5. That means he's at a big advantage here against Sheik. So let's say like Andre was on level 3 offense, he rolled number 6 and got big splash +5. So the way that will work now, you go to Iron Sheik's pin rating, which on the advanced rules is 2. That's the number in the brackets there. Under the regular game would be 5. But either way, I'm playing on the advanced rules because I find them so much better anyway, and it's not that much harder anyway. So what Sheik would do here, he'd roll 2 dice. He has to get better than 2 combined, which obviously he has. I'm going to ignore the +5 on Andre's Big Splash for now, just for this demonstration. But the way that works is, actually if I did ignore the, if I'm not ignoring the +5, Sheik lost, but whatever. We'll say he kicked out. Let's say that this was, there we go, this higher number here that I just flipped it to. Sheik kicks out, he gets one of these things. This is called a fatigue counter. So from now on, anytime there is a pin attempt, he'll have to keep rolling higher and higher on the number that's in the brackets. So let's say Andre goes for a big splash again. Sheik rolls 2 dice. He gets less than 7, like I just naturally did there. Sheik lost the match. Obviously there's more to it than this. I just breezed through it. There's different stuff here. There's counters, there's power ratings, agility, and all this stuff here. There's a few like extra stuff here. I'm not going to worry too much about that for the sake of this demonstration. But it is a fun little game. It's really worth checking out. I love getting the different wrestlers. I always look forward to a new expansion coming out. There's been different ones now, like the Ring of Honor one I got there, and I think there's a CZW one that I don't have yet. There's a couple like 6-packs of cards, stuff like that. There's our winner, Andre the Giant. So it's pretty cool, worth checking out. I like checking out. You can go to Filsinger Games, check it out. He's got a Facebook as well, so I do recommend the game. It is pretty fun. It is a nice little wrestling game. It all comes down to dice rolls, though. That's one thing I'm going to say about it. You can't really call yourself a skilled player at it, I guess. Not like some other games. There is some choice involved, but it's all pretty much down to random shades, so it's hard to tell. But it is still pretty cool. I like checking it out. It's a good fun thing. There's been plenty of times where me and my friends are watching like a wrestling show, and during like a crappy segment we'll just play the game and have a quick little match or something. Matches can go pretty quick or they can go pretty long depending on the rules you got going on. So let's check this out here. Like I said, I got like quite a few here. It is pretty fun, reasonably affordable. My only gripe is that I wish the site took PayPal instead of credit card. I'd probably have more if not for that, but that's pretty cool. So there was my demonstration of the Legends of Wrestling card game. Obviously, I didn't cover everything that I could. For more information, you can go to filsingergames.com. I just did a quick little thing, show off my collection. It's really worth showing your support to, and I do recommend checking it out. So until next time, you can go like this video on YouTube. You can subscribe to my channel, which would be greatly appreciated. You can go like my Facebook. You can follow me on Twitter, and anything else you want to do. It's all really cool to do. So until next time, here's Brave Sir Robin signing off.